Hello guys, and welcome back to Earl Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earl. Today we got the final day of Group A for the ESL Pro League. Final day of these 6 teams. Tomorrow we get to move on, or is it tomorrow? Whenever, it's either tomorrow's Friday. Saturday we get to move on to a new group, which should be exciting. I'm excited to get away from these 6 teams. Yes, it's been fun watching them, but watching the same teams 5 days in a row can get a little bit old. But still money to be made. Yesterday we went 2-1. Unfortunately, Big lost in 3 in the 30th round. I don't know what Big did today. I don't know. They lost to Funplux. Whatever. We got wins from Complexity and Heroic also today. Complexity a dominant fashion 2-0. Heroic was not as dominant. They played... Who did they play yesterday? Wow, I can't... well, I have it up here, I think. Who they played, but that's not the point. So we went 2-1 yesterday. So it was a decent day. Profitable. Cashed my lineup in DK, so I'll show you guys that in just a second. But before we jump into all the Counter-Strike action for tomorrow, I like to announce that we have merch. Well, we have some stuff. We started designing some stuff. If you guys want to support us and want to buy some of our stuff, that's cool. I just wanted to show this out. We have stickers, hoodies, tees, a face mask, mug, Samsung case, sticker, iPhone case. So we have a bunch of cool stuff on the site. If you guys are interested in going after it, link to that will be in the description below. If you guys want to go ahead and check all that out, we appreciate anybody who does get anything. But let's go ahead and look at, that's tomorrow's, look at yesterday's. And it was a pretty solid day ultimately for me. I cashed both this lineup and my Showdown Slate lineup, so that was quite nice. I went with a 2-2-2 with Poison Config, Tapson Zentaris, and Staben and Tesses. Staben was the one that brought me down. 37 points for him. Was not too pretty, but we still were able to finish 171, winning 20 bucks. Number 1 lineup from yesterday had Cadian, Blame F, Rush. Hell if I know. 13 kills over the equal line for that one. Sure. Tapson was solid today. Zentaris was solid today, and then Tessus. So ultimately, good lineup for this guy. Won $3,000 yesterday. I still can't get my head around Rush. First it was Rush today. Well, it was Keto 2 days ago. Rush today. I can't figure all this out. But we'll go ahead and jump into today's slate. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support on the channel. Trying to hit 500 subscribers, blah blah blah, all that other stuff, good stuff. Let's just jump into the Counter-Strike. First match, well, all of them. I don't know, the 6, 12. I don't know why DraftKings said it starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow. There are games at 6, 9:30, and 1. So what is the except for DraftKings says all 1 o'clock. So I have no clue. It's telling me 2 different things. But first game that we're going over, Heroic and Complexity. This is going to be the battle for who's going to win the group. Win the group compared to who's going to come in second. Heroic coming into this 4-0 in the group. Complexity 3-1, which Complexity has not dropped a map except for the 2 against Big. Heroic has dropped. They lost a map to, I believe they lost a map to FunPlus. I can't remember off the top of my head. Actually, I could probably figure that out here. We'll go look at Cadian real quick. Yeah, so they dropped a map. They didn't drop one there. They did drop one against Big. Looks like. Yeah, they dropped one against Big as well. So I feel like Complexity has just looked more dominant in this tournament. Just going over it. Yes, Heroic has beaten all 4 of these teams. Complexity has beaten 3 of these teams and lost a Big, which the Big series was, I think that was a fluke. I am going for Complexity tomorrow. Getting that dog money. I think, yeah, minus 149 for Heroic, plus 125 for Complexity. Looking at Heroic's players, Cadian, 8,200. I love it. I think that's a fantastic price. If Heroic does go on and win tomorrow, Cadian's going to be the main reason why. Stavin, 7,600. Cool. Shush is finally priced back down to where he's supposed to be. Perfect. Testis is at 6K. That's going to be a really good value play if Heroic wins. I'm personally not using them just because I have Complexity winning tomorrow, and I prefer to go after some of these Complexity players. Speaking of them, I'm going to be going for pretty similar as yesterday. $8,800 for Blame F. I love it. He's finally under 9K, so that's fantastic. Poison at 8K, so he had a fantastic performance today, and then drops in price. Fantastic. Love that spot for him. And then Config 7K. I just love the spot for Complexity. I love the prices on them. I think it's just a fantastic play tomorrow. That being said, they'll probably end up being swept because I'm saying whatever. But I do love Blame F, Poison, and Config. I'm going to shit talk Rush again. I don't like Rush. And I'm not going after JKS tomorrow. I'd rather go after the top 3 guys. I feel like I can get other value elsewhere. I'll show you where in a minute, or what I was thinking in a minute. But I do like Complexity to beat Heroic tomorrow. Second game of the day, we get Big taking on Renegades. Big R, big favorites. Minus 588 for Big, plus 421 for the Renegades. Renegades have not won a single map in this entire group stage, and I don't see them winning one tomorrow. Oh no, did they win a map? No, they did not win a single map during this whole entire thing. 0-8, 0-4 in terms of going up against the other teams. INS 7,800. Yes, he scores great if they win. They don't win that often, so I'm not buying it. Hats 7K, Seiko 62. I'm just not interested in these guys. Nothing has pointed to me in the direction of they are gonna win. They're not. Renegades are they have not had enough time in EU. They may be the best team in Australia, but when it comes down to it, Australia really got hurt, or the Australian scene got hurt during COVID due to landlock. Almost similar to NA, but Australia had it way worse because the competition in Australia is way worse than in NA, and that says a lot. So unfortunately, Renegades, we're just not ready for this one. I feel like if they come back in another tournament, they could be successful. Just not this one. I don't see them winning tomorrow. Looking at the big side, on the other hand, yes, they're against Renegades, but here's my big thing. I am fading Searson. I am fading Tabson. Searson, $9,600. Tabson, 9K. If we look at the other prices and people in that range, those are the top 2 on the slate. I'd rather go after Blame F going up against Heroic. I feel like that's a better spot for him. I'd rather go after Valde. I'd rather go after Poison. There's just other players in that range that I'd rather go after. Centaurus, on the other hand, I love Centaurus' price. 7,600 is perfect. If not, it's a little bit cheap for him. I love going after Centaurus. I'll even go after, I'll throw that shot in the dark. I might go after Keto tomorrow. $6,600. It could be a good value play. Not really interested in Tizian, even though he could have good games sometimes. I would prefer to go after Keto and Centaurus. I feel like the other 2 are too expensive, and you can't really make as good of a lineup if you have those 2 in there. Could they be on the winning lineup? 100%, but I'd rather go ahead and fade those 2 guys, go after Centaurus, go after Keto, and I am liking big for tomorrow in that game. Final game of the ESL Pro League Group A will be OG taking on FunPlus Phoenix. -130 for OG, +108 for FunPlus Phoenix. This one should be a really close game. I'm grabbing OG in this one. I feel like the team is ready for it. Nico will be back in there. He didn't play today because they went up against Renegades. It's conflict of interest because he's technically still signed with Renegades. He's just a free agent looking around for another team. Counter-Strike's a little bit weird that way, but that's how it is. But looking at this, I think OG is going to be able to win tomorrow. Valde 8,400. I like that price. I'd rather go elsewhere in that price range. Mantu would probably be my favorite pick from OG, and he'll probably be the only one I grab from OG. Nico 6,400 is all right. Alexi B 5,600. Issa 4,600 for Issa might be a really good value play, but I can't really put all my eggs in one basket on Issa. I do think OG is going to win this one. I think it could be in 3, so could you get some FunPlus Phoenix players in there? I think you could. Zen 8,600, no. Not interested in that one at all. Farlick 72, Maiden 64 would probably be the only 2 players I'd be interested in. Seiko, no, and Sunny, no. They just don't score enough. I'd rather, if I'm going into the 4K range, I'd rather go after Issa, or I'd rather go after, Rush is even more expensive than that. Just not interested in Seiko. So Maiden or Farlick if you're going after them. Other than that, not really too interested in the FunPlus Phoenix players. I have OG winning that game. But that's going to do it for the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, trying to hit 500 subscribers. Hopefully we can go ahead and make some money tomorrow. If you want to follow all of our socials, link to those will be in the description below, along with Picks and Parleys. It's another YouTube channel that me and my brother are that we go on about 2 to 3 times a week talking different sports. We've done MLB on there, NBA, NHL, Counter-Strike. So we've done all that over on that channel as well. So if you want to go ahead and check them out, link to them will be in the description below. Once again, our merch will be also in the link in the description below if you want to go ahead and check that out. All the sports that we cover on that side. But that's going to conclude the video. I want to thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, let's make some money and let's watch some good Counter-Strike.